Good stuff. Good boy, Bungie. That brings up our 8th dog. 4 nights, and we've only checked 15 of the traps so far, so good result. Well, that's interesting to me that this dog has either missed getting its foot in that for a start when it dragged it over there and got caught later, or there's more than one dog. I think there could be more than one dog. Let's look on the trail camera and see. Bungie, get away from there, you stinker. Quick, Bungie. As I go around trapping, I'm always coming up against just works of art, I'd call them, works of art. Their designs, their ideas, they're all the rest of it that the bush people of this country and Canada, America, New Zealand, we've all had these ideas, we've swapped them back and forwards. So you'll probably have something like this over in the US, you might have something like this in New Zealand. We call them a cantilever gate. Just a great idea for tensioning a wire gate, right? So you've just got a pin here, a rosewood rail, pin there, you pull it out, lift it up and put it in the top hole. That takes the pressure off the gate, and you just lift your loop off and open your gate. Simple idea. This one's getting a bit white ant eaten. Old rosewood posts. This has probably been up, 50, 60 years, I suppose. Very simple idea. When you're finished, you just take your pin out, drop the rail down and pin it in place. And that puts the tension back on your gate. Simple. Bungee. Bogey, 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 bogey. More ducks. Bogey, 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 bogey. See if we've got any dog tracks. Mossy, I didn't need you puddling up the tracks. A few little chicks. A few more over there. Oh. Righto dudes, are you ready? Hey, are you ready? Hey. Okay, we're heading in towards the Stallion Dam. We've got 12 traps, I think, all told, along this line. Some people call it along the leg of a trap line or an arm of a trap line. Usually I try and do them as a loop so that you go out and you can go right around and come back out into another area. So like sort of figure of 8s, loops. So yeah, let's see what we've got on this loop. What do you reckon? Hey? Yeah, come on, man. No sets. Nothing in the left-hand side. Nothing in the right-hand side. Won't even worry about getting out of these traps. I think the lures I'm using will still be okay. They won't have deteriorated. There's been no rain on them. If anything, they'll be getting a little bit better, because some of these, I think even the Magna Gland, when you use it, I really think it's better after 3 or 4 days. Probably not as sharp a smell. I think it's got more of an alluring smell for the dogs. Anyway, we shall see. When you're driving through long grass like this and you make a mistake and there's a stump there. It's happened about probably 3 or 4 times in my career. And yeah, you come to an abrupt halt. One day I did that. I was only probably about 12-year-old. I hit this stump and I had 2 Kiwi guys in the back, and they did a full somersault and land in the front, like over the top of the. We had no roof on that either, and they ended up in the front seat with me, one with a bleeding nose. Yeah, it was funny. Right, we're up at the second lot. Nothing. So I might even pull the trail camera off this one, and let's see if anything has visited this site, because this is where the calf was killed. I don't think they've been back. Get out and get the gate. Get out and get the gate. Oh, that eye looks sore, mate. Oh, that eye looks sore, buddy. Poor little man. We'll bathe that later on. We'll bathe that and see. It'll be I couldn't see a grass seed in there, but maybe one's jabbed you. Poor boy, poor boy. Okay, 2 more sets. Nothing in the left, and nothing in the right. Nothing mossy. Doesn't even appear to be fresh tracks over the top of my tracks. It's interesting. We're coming up here now onto the sets at the water trough where the squeaker is. And we've got 5 traps set here now. Hoping that the rest of that pack will come back and look for where the 2 of its buddies have gone to. Might have got spooked. One here's still intact. That one is. So is that. Squeaker's still intact. Okay, and that's the risk. The risk is that we take 2 and the rest get spooked and they decide to go somewhere else. So this is where the other traps come in. So I won't even get out, I won't put any scent on the ground. Let's just go through here and yeah, look for where they might have gone to. Okay, snack packs. Everybody looking healthy. Well, this sort of highlights the complexity that we've got here and why you should never assume anything. A lot of people will look at a situation and say, oh, you should have done that because if you'd done that, you would have got that result. And I just cannot see how people can make those claims. You can make an assumption, but you never know. Okay, we've taken 5 dogs out of this area. We've trapped 3, shot 2 within, well, one was over here, probably 4 kilometres between the whole lot. And we've seen on the trail cam, there was at least another 5 dogs there in that pack. So let's say we had 10 dogs, 10 to a dozen to start with. Now, we've set up where the calf was killed, tracks everywhere, and we haven't got a catch there. There's nothing. Okay. Now, we caught that first dog where the squeaker was, and then we caught a second one there, and we've shot the other 2 on the way into there within 500 metres. Okay, now if we hadn't have caught that first dog there, this pack might have been travelling through. Things might have changed overnight. If we didn't get the first one, they might have gone through and killed another calf down here somewhere and never ever come back near there while we're here. So we might have got none. Because we caught the first one, that might have brought them back in so we could catch the second one. Right, now they might have cleared right off. They might have literally gone out here and they're hunting and killing in the next door neighbours. How do you know? If we hadn't caught the ones on the squeaker, they might have gone back and revisited that dead calf. And if they did, well, we could have had multiple catches over there now. You know, sets of 2, we had 3 traps in around that calf. Let's say we could have loaded up once or twice. So we might have had 6 or 8 dogs caught by now if we hadn't caught the one on the squeaker. How do you know? Tomorrow night we might get back and these traps are loaded up here. They might be just spooked off a little bit and coming back. Who knows? They could have just killed a wallaby or a kangaroo last night and be right here going to hit that again this afternoon. Who knows? Okay, all you can do is do the best you can and don't assume anything, because to me the old saying is dead true. If you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Well, I still think this spot here has got merit to persevere with it, but the cattle just keep wrecking this trap. They just keep swamping it every time. Put it in, knock it back out. All right. So What I'll try and do is put a tree guard in up here somewhere, a cattle guard, just a log across. The scent seems to be working. Whatever I've got on that, I'll have to check. I think it was McGhie, but the cattle are loving it. The other one over here, it's still just holding there. Nothing's come near it. Okay, so it's good. So we can get a couple of rails and put up there just to keep those cattle off that, because I do think this one can catch a dog. Yep, there's room. I might shift the scent stick a little bit over there. Right, just arrived up here to where we caught this dog yesterday, up on the sandy gully, and the cattle, as I thought, the cattle are coming, sort of, not so much walk this out, but I think they've just licked at it and sniffed at it and carried on until they've yeah, dislodged it. Maybe put a foot on one side, tipped it up. They haven't put it off, they've just wrecked it. Up here to the lone tree on the corner, and the cattle have waltzed that one out once more. Alright, okay. It's a great spot. The dog was coming down here quick towards the water. It's the logical marking tree as they come through, and that might be why the cattle keep waltzing it out. We're slowly making our way out towards this big tabletop mountain, and I trap on the property on this eastern side of here as well, and what I found is the closer I get to that mountain, the more dogs I catch. It's like the home of dingoes. Yeah, it's this is getting thick here, I tell you. What are you biting at, stupid? I wonder where the cattle will wreck this one. Probably. Nope, it's still intact. You missed one. Yeah, you missed one. Haha. Waylon, you big puppy. Waylon, you big puppy, Waylon. The dirt pole set has always worked. Until by the look of it this time. Strange. I really did think it would fire. Things have changed dramatically this time. The areas that were thick with dogs last time are certainly not this thick this time. And it looks like the areas that we didn't get a big hit rate in is where they managed to breed up. It's just a 6 1/2 dozen of another. Well, that certainly dried up a little bit since when we were here right for a start. Just come past those 3 traps and nothing. It's always as if when we caught that young one here, the rest of the clan, the rest of the mob just headed for the hills. Well, we might have caught the wrong dog first. Caught a little one and the rest have just vaporised. Well, this trap here did pretty well the last 5 days in the ground before whoever dropped that big thing came and waltzed it out. It did last that long, so they've come in here, played around. The scent post is still up in the tree up there, and that trap hasn't been set off, but we'll just put it back in fairly quickly. Okay, that's 30 seconds work. Leave it be. Let's see how it goes. Just heard a noise. Flap, flap, flap. Righto. It's not too bad. She's only flat on the bottom. Oh, yep. That's what the flap, flap, flap noise was. Piece of stick right through the sidewall. Might be wrecked, that tyre. Yep, could be. Didn't go too far, only went that far into the tyre. The sidewall. Maybe we can plug it, but I don't think so. I think she's might be too far gone. Okay, wait. The little Suzuki temporarily ceased forward motion. Now I think that hole in the tyre is probably, might be too big. I might be able to put a sleeve in it. I'll get back and see. But we might be up for a new tyre. Them's the brakes. Another long, hard, hot day. And just rocked in now. 8th dog down for the day. 8 in total, that is, for 4 nights, 5 days. So it's still a pretty good tally. But oh gee, has it been humid. I better take a little bit of care of this old girl. I wanted it to last me another 20 years. 30? 40? No. Somebody will shoot me before I get to 100. That's about the best I can hope for. Dad's old 243. The crowbar. American whitetail rounds, 100 grain. They've been a really nice bullet actually. Try and give them, my rifles a bit of a lick over every night, but sometimes you miss it, and that's usually the times that you regret it, because you come out in the morning and they've got a layer of rust on them. We can't do everything, we can just do our best. And hopefully our best is good enough. Thank you all for joining in. Yeah, if you can like, share and subscribe, that would be great. Leave a comment, that's always good. Comments help to drive the algorithms and get our videos seen more, and then even though they're demonetizing me pretty badly, we can still make a few dollars out of it to make it worthwhile. A lot of people don't realise that this is pretty much a one-man band. Judy is there backing me up the whole time at home, looking after the home front, but the filming, the editing, the uploads, all the rest of it. Thanks, Brandon. Brandon, do you have to come and have a big drink of water while I'm trying to talk to people? Hey. With your support, we might be able to keep this show on the road. Thanks, everyone. See ya.